Here's why you need to get up in the dark. What are you talking about, George? I thought you were all holistic and shit. Don't you try and get up when the sun rises? Don't you try and keep in sync with your circadian rhythm? Well, look, we don't live in a perfect world. You don't live in a perfect world. You got to force yourself to do things. You got to make yourself do things that you don't always want to do. We don't live in a perfect world. But guess what? When you start waking up in the dark, there are some fantastic benefits, and I'm going to tell you all about them. But before I do, let's take a moment to appreciate what a blessing it is to be alive today. Here we are again, in the most beautiful place in the world. I'm out in nature. I love it out here. Can't get enough of it. I'm out here with all my friends. We've got Mr. Badger over there having a party. We've got the snails over there. We've got Rob the Robin. We've got Meg the Fox. What are you doing, Meg the Fox? She's making pancakes. I'm out here in nature. I love it. I can't get enough of it, and I recommend you getting out here. George, why are you out here? What are you doing? The sun's up. I thought you said you get up when it's dark. Well, I do get up when it's dark. Why? Well, firstly, because it's winter. Let me just clarify. In the summer, when I get up, it's already light outside. What I'm saying is, I wake up early. I wake up at about 5:30 a.m. And the first thing I do is I exercise, I train. I lift weights for an hour every single morning, Monday to Friday. Then I have my weekends off. Why should you be doing the same? Well, there are 3 reasons that I've come up with as to why it's so important to wake up in the dark. The first reason is because I don't want to. Come again, George? Speak my language. All right, let me try again. I don't want to. Why would you do something you don't want to do, George? Well, believe it or not, our day is full of things that we don't really want to do, right? There's so many things in life that we don't really want to do. But when you force yourself to do them, how do you feel afterwards? You feel amazing, right? I don't like cleaning the house, George. It's such a boring, monotonous task. How do you feel when your house is clean? When you've done the hoovering, when you've done the dishes, when you've made your bed? You feel great, don't you? Prior to this and during this, it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but afterwards, how good do you feel? It's because you've balanced the yin and the yang. You've done something that's a bit negative, but as a result, it's achieved something positive. And this is why I get up early and force myself to train, even on the days when I don't feel like doing it. Because I feel so good afterwards. I feel amazing afterwards. My alarm goes off, I'm still a bit tired, I'm warm and snug in my bed. I always have the window open a bit so it's cold. I'm snug as a bug in a rug. But I get out of bed, I force myself downstairs, I get changed, I get ready, I have a quick shower, and then I'm out the door, boom, straight away. And then I'm exercising. After I've exercised, I feel absolutely incredible, and I am so glad that I got up at 5:30 rather than 9 o'clock. This also leads in to the next reason, which is I get a head start. I get a head start. Everyone else is asleep. Everyone else is dreaming sweet dreams. I am awake. I am being productive. I am doing something positive for my body. Mental resilience, which is the getting up when I don't want to get up. And then the physical side of things, the physical health side of things, which is the exercise. Come 7 o'clock, come 7:30, I've already exercised. I've already got a head start when everyone else is waking up in the exact same way that I woke up. They're tired, they don't want to get up, right? Come 8:30, there are loads of people who are doing that as well. Their alarm goes off, they don't want to get up, they're snug as a bug in a rug, but they still have to get up because they've got work or they've got whatever, right? They need to start their day. I've got a head start. I've got a head start, and it feels amazing. This all sounds wonderful, George, but I'm just not a morning person. I've never been a morning person. I don't like doing things in the morning. Hey, let me let you into a little secret. I'm not a morning person either. I'm not a morning person, right? Mr. Badger's not a morning person, but he gets up anyway. You got to force yourself to do things you don't want to do. This isn't a negative thing. This is a mental resilience practice. mental resilience. If you can push through hard times, then the good times become even better. It's all about having that contrast. If you do things throughout your day that you don't really want to do, but you force yourself to do it, you feel great afterwards, you feel amazing, you get that balance. The good times feel better. Because when you don't have the contrast, you can't appreciate the good things in your life. I can't appreciate the sun and the clear sky today unless I've had loads of days full of rain, full of thunderstorms, full of snowstorms, right? You've got to have that contrast or else you can't appreciate things. This leads on nicely to the third reason why I love getting up in the dark and why you should be getting up in the dark. Because of how you feel afterwards. I feel good afterwards. I feel amazing afterwards. I've balanced it out. I've gotten up in the dark. It's hard, it's cold, it's wet, it's rainy. I don't want to get up, but I do. Once I've trained, I feel incredible afterwards. And as a result, I actually look forward to getting up when I don't want to get up. I actually look forward to waking up when it's dark. Right? I wake up, I'm there, picture me now in my bed, alarm goes off. Oh, I don't want to get out of bed. Mr. Badger says, George, it's time to get up. I'm already up. And I say, okay, bear with me. I get out of bed. I'm tired, a bit irritable, yawny, stretchy, just want to go back to bed. Was having a lovely dream about butterflies. But then I realize pretty soon I'm going to feel absolutely incredible. Pretty soon I'm going to feel fantastic. Because once I've trained, I feel amazing. I feel great. I feel on top of the world. I feel $1 million. Training in itself is so good for you. Exercise in itself is so good for you. Now, you don't have to go to the gym. You don't have to lift weights. You can just go for a walk. You can just walk around the local block. You can go for a walk out in nature. Get your flashlight on your head. You could go for a run. You could go for a jog. You could go to the beach. You could do all these different things. But when you get up early, you get that head start. Everyone else is asleep. They're going to wake up at some point and they're going to feel exactly the same as you. They're going to think to themselves, I just want to stay in bed, right? Exactly the same as you. However, once they've gotten up and they've had their morning coffee and they've run out the front door and they go to work, what have they done in the morning other than rush out the door? Nothing. What have you done? Mental resilience practice and achieved more physical health, more physical strength, more mental clarity, more mental strength. But above all, you feel good. You feel great. You feel happy. You've balanced it out. You've done something you didn't want to do. And as a result, it's made you achieve something that you do want to do, which is feeling positive, which is feeling happy, which is feeling blissful. You've balanced it out. You need the yin yang in your life. Say it again, George, didn't hear you, okay? You need the yin yang in your life. What's the yin yang, George? The yin yang is balancing the two energies that exist in life, positives and negatives. There's always a little bit of good and bad and a little bit of bad and good. The mind follows the body. Once you're up and out of bed, the mind will follow the body. The body's going to start feeling good. You're getting hydrated. You're getting that kick start. You're getting tasks done nice and early. You get that head start. You feel absolutely incredible, because trust me, hardly anyone does this. Hardly anyone does this. People stay up far too late and get up far too late. If you get up when it's dark, yes, it's hard, but the benefits far outweigh the negatives. And ultimately, it's not a negative because you're doing something good for yourself. You're doing something productive. And you're only gonna get up in the dark through winter. Come summer, you wake up with the sun. You wake up with the bugs and the bees and the trees and all the beautiful animals out here. Don't be afraid to do something that's difficult. Don't be afraid to do something that's a challenge. It builds mental resilience. If you can get up in the dark, you will become unstoppable. Thank you so much for watching. If you have a comment that you'd like to leave, write it down below. Leave me a question. I'll answer it. Message me on Instagram, George_Horlock, and I'll answer it. Have a beautiful day. I hope this helped. God bless.